How do you find quadratic equations with given roots? If they give you a root of a quadratic equation, let's say x is 5 or 7, and they said find the quadratic equation with this root. Now, for you to be able to do that, there are two ways to go about it, but I want to show you how to solve with a given formula. Now, let's say that the roots of the quadratic equation this time is x equal to alpha or beta, meaning that x and alpha and beta are the roots. And this will mean that x is actually equal to alpha, or x is equal to beta. If we bring alpha and beta to the other side, we'll have x minus alpha is equal to 0, and we'll have x minus beta is equal to 0. Bringing these two equations together, we have x minus alpha, x minus beta equal to 0. At this point, when we expand, we're going to have x times x is going to give us x squared. X times minus beta is going to give us minus beta x. Minus alpha times x is going to give us minus alpha x. And minus alpha times minus beta is going to give us plus alpha beta. And this is equal to 0. If we isolate negative from this part of the equation, we're going to have something like this. We're going to have x squared minus open bracket beta plus alpha. And you notice x is now here because we're going to isolate x2 and put it on this side. If we bring back the negative and the x, we will get back this part of the equation. And this will be plus alpha beta equal to 0. Now, if I rewrite this, I'm going to have the equation looking like this. X squared minus alpha plus beta close bracket x plus alpha beta equal to 0. This equation you see here is the equation that helps us to find a quadratic equation with given roots. Alpha plus beta is known as the sum of the two roots. So we'll write sum of roots. Alpha times beta is known as the product of the two roots. So if you're given roots of a quadratic equation, you just need to find the sum of roots and the product of roots. Now let's do practical example. Let's say the equation, the roots of the equation they give us is x equal to 5 and x equal to 7. So the question could be the roots of a quadratic equation is 5 and 7. Find the quadratic equation. In this instance, 5 here is alpha, 7 here is beta. Now we need to know the sum of roots, alpha plus beta. That is 5 plus 7. We need to know the product of roots, which is alpha times beta, which is 5 times 7. 5 plus 7 is 12. 5 times 7 is 35. You remember the equation. The equation is, let me write it here so that you see it. The equation is x squared minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So if we put the sum of roots 12 here and the product of root 35, we'll get our quadratic equation as x squared minus 12x plus 35. And this will be equal to 0. And this is the answer to the question. So all you need to do is for you to just get the sum and product of roots. So this is how you solve problems on finding the quadratic equation with given roots. Now in the next video, we're going to solve practical problems on when they give you the roots and when they ask you to find the equation with the roots. We're also going to solve problems involving alpha and beta when they actually give you equations and you still need to use those equations to find the roots. So watch out for the next video. If you like the video, please subscribe and also leave a thumbs up. If you have any questions too, put it in the comment section. Thank you.